So, if you're a French Formula 1 fan, it's fair to say that things are going pretty well for you right now. Romain Grosjean may have almost exploded last year, but you've also got Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon in top form, both taking wins in midfield cars in the last 12 months. Then you've got Théo Pourchaire, who got his first F1 outing with Alfa Romeo the other week, as well as Lord Mahavir for some reason. The true God Almighty aside, there is one other name I want to throw into the mix though, and that name is Victor Martin. Hey there guys, I'm Will and welcome to FP1, and today I want to delve into this man's career into a little bit more detail. Before we do get into that though, I do want to thank you for all of the recent support on the channel, and if this does happen to be your first time here and you end up enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe for weekly F1 content just like this. Anyway, now I've finished begging for subscribers, let's not waste any more time, and jump into why I think we could have a future world champion on our hands here. Martin was born on the 16th of June 2001, but unlike most racing drivers, didn't find himself in a kart straight away. Instead, Martin initially directed his time to gymnastics from the age of 5, and from what I gather, was fairly successful. However, at the relatively old age of 11, Martin got his chance in a go-kart, and from there, he never really looked back. Victor would come third in the French Cadet Championship in 2015, and improved to P2 in the National Series that same year. Skip forward to 2016, and that momentum would keep building. Victor winning the WSK Final Cup and the CIK FIA World Championship, as well as coming second in the X30 Junior Challenge and third in the FIA Karting European Championship. That year would also mark the start of Martin's single-seater career, competing in 4 races of the French F4 Championship. Since he was only a guest driver, he wasn't eligible to score points. However, this didn't stop him from taking 2 podiums in just his 3rd and 4th race start in a single-seater car. Martin would then compete in the championship full-time in 2017, ending the season 2nd and the best rookie, all while taking 4 wins and 11 podiums over the campaign. Now, yes, there is still the caveat that the competition in this series are about as relevant as Katie Hopkins these days, but such a consistent performance regardless is nothing to be scoffed at. 2018 would see the Frenchman step up to Formula Renault, driving for Race GP, which I think wins my award for the most unimaginative team name I've ever heard. Martin would finish 5th in the Euro Cup and 6th in the NEC Championship, though in the latter, this was despite not being able to score points beyond the first 3 rounds. Why this was, I'll be honest, I have no idea, so I'll just put it down to weird motorsport things. What I can tell you though is that Victor still picked up 3 wins and 8 podiums across his time in Formula Renault that year, which is pretty impressive when you're up against the likes of Max Futrell, Christian Lundgaard, and apparently the German reincarnation of Phil Hill. Moving swiftly on, Martin chose to stay in Formula Renault for the 2019 season, finishing P2 behind current Prema Formula 2 driver Oscar Piastri. Once again, Martin would show his fantastic consistency, finishing 14 of the 19 races on the podium and taking 6 wins over the course of that year as well. And P2 would become P1 as Martin stuck with Formula Renault for a 3rd and final season in 2020, switching to ART alongside Paul Aron and one of my favourite names in motorsport, Gregor Saucy. 7 wins and 14 podiums would see the Frenchman take top spot in fairly dominant fashion, bringing us nicely to present day. Martin has stepped up to FIA Formula 3 for the 2021 season, competing with MP Motorsport alongside Formula Renault title rival Caio Collet, and this man, whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce out of sheer fear of doing so. Pre-season testing would show promise, with Martin regularly near the top of the table, and this translated into a very strong opening to the season, with 3 podiums and 6 top 5 finishes in the first 7 races. Now, yes, Hungary was, well, it wasn't great, but what Martin has shown over his short motorsport career is consistency, a trait even some current F1 drivers still seem to lack. Victor has proven that he can not only fight near the top of the order, but can also put on an overtaking masterclass, as seen by his performances during his home race at everyone's favourite track. So it looks set that this guy will make it to Formula 1, right? Well, this is where we hit a bit of a snag. Martin is signed on to the Alpine Driver Academy, which if you've been a fan of F1 for any length of time, will know that the likelihood of them promoting a driver into Formula 1 is about as low as me doing a girlfriend reveal on this channel. With both Ocon and Alonso going well at the big team, there's no real need to change things around right now, and with Alpine also fielding the likes of 2020 F3 champion Oscar Piastri, as well as Christian Lundgaard, Martin is going to need to do a lot to stand out in what is a very competitive and saturated pool of junior talent. If he does stick with Alpine, he'd probably have to hope that they start up a junior team, like what is rumoured with Williams, or just do enough to pique the interest of another of the F1 outfits on the grid. I have got this worry that Martin could end up being one of those drivers that just made it to Formula 1 at the wrong time, when there weren't enough seats available. However, if he does make it to the pinnacle of motorsport, I can envision him fighting with the very best in a strong car. Regardless, that's just a little overview of the career of Victor Martin. Let me know what your thoughts on him are down in the comments below, and if you think he'll make it to Formula 1. And I mean, if Mahavir can, who can't? Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this every single week. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers come the end of the year, so if you could help us out on that journey, I'd really appreciate it. You can also check me out on Twitter, it's at FP1Will, and all links to that you can find down in the description below. But that's all from me though. I hope I'll see you soon with a brand new video, but until then, have a good one.